The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now it's Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. This is Homer. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A play fake. Now Fields to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception. Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Falcons at 4-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row. And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 49.
2nd and 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Some of those plays, try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Fields.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Khalil Shakir,
44 yards.
and the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you...
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he goes diving forward to try to get an extra yard or 2. 2nd and 4.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to...
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Ready. Black 40. Let's go. Ready, go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago.
Velus Jones.
68 yards.
And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
60 red. 60 red.
Tight down. There you go. Mike's 49.
Mike blue.
Pick it up.
Hey, blue.
49 to Mike. You remember me?
Strike set, cut.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know, most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Bears. Velus Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the 10. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the ball.
Caught left side by Hilton.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And in on the deep ball.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Shakir hauls it in.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out. And that'll do it for this first half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. There he goes, left side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Watch your slap.
22 needle. Ready, go.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go.
2nd and 1. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
To the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Throws the out route, and he finds Hilton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Rolling to his left. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have retaken a third quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
He's checking.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
On play action, Fields. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Homer. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 30. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 17-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
On the double.
On play action, they'll throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now Fields.
Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point. The sack by Robert Quinn.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better?
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Atlanta, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.